Are you spending too much time on marketing but not seeing the results? What if I told you there are free tools that can help make your life easier and your marketing even more effective? I'm Terry, and today I'm going to show you my top free marketing tools that help you work smarter, not harder. Stick around because I'll be doing a live demo and sharing how these tools can boost your social media content, your creation, and your SEO, as well as your analytics. So let's go ahead and get started. I have them open here on my other screen. We're going to go through the tool, the explanation. I'm going to show you a quick demo to do some sort of a walkthrough for you. And then I'm going to explain how it's going to save you time and improve your marketing. And we want to know in the comments below, have you used these before? Is it something that's brand new? Or is this your first time seeing them? So let me know in the chat below. The first thing that we need to do is share our screen. So let me just jump ahead and we are going to, let's do the window, and there we go. So you should see Canva on my screen. What I want to do is show you just some of the free features that you have within Canva. Again, this is really about the free tools that are available to you to help you get better. And why this is great is because the templates that are there are perfect for social media and ads as you're creating them. So let's do a quick Instagram post, and I want to show you a quick way to get through that, and then let me know if you've used Canva before. Maybe if you want to have more Canva trainings, let me know. So we're going to click on our template at the very beginning. On here, I have it as the online version. This is not opening up in an app that's installed on my computer. This is still in the browser. The first thing that I do is create a title up here. So we're going to say this is our test for the video. And this is an Instagram post. And then you hit enter. So with that, we want to go over to the left-hand side and we want to start looking at designs. The beauty of this is the actual designs that are available to us. Now, I didn't put any prompts or anything like that. So let's use coffee shop. And let's see what templates come up. So what we want to do is note the difference between the paid version and the free version. And you're going to see the crown in the bottom of the template over here. So we'll continue scrolling down until we find one that we like. And here we've got a few together. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's go ahead and use this one. It's going to populate all of the content, the background, the layered items, everything in here for us. Buy 2, get 1 free. The only thing that we need to do is add a coffee logo. So let's say we needed a quick logo. There is an app that they have available, but let's say that this is ours. We need to go to the free versions. Again, that's the crown in the bottom. I'm going to assume that you have your own already created. If you don't, you can absolutely use the ones that are available in here. Make a logo for yourself, make the edits, and then start using that. I like this one. And I'm going to bring that down to the cup. And let's give our coffee shop a name. So let's add some text. And we want a heading. And then we need to change the font. So I'm going to come over here to the font. It opens this up over here. And we'll choose something just pretty quick because I want you to go through this process with me. So our name is Coffee Shop for the sake of what we need to have happen. And I want it to go in a curve. So I'm going to click on the curve in the effects. And I need it to go up, not down, because I want it to match the cup. And I'm going to change the color to brown. And now I have a simple, effective logo there on our cup. Okay, so that's as simple as the free version. There are a lot of tools over here on the left-hand side. If you've used it, let me know. If you like it, let me know. If there's something that you've created that you want to share, drop it in the comments. And we're ready to share a download. Now, I am not connected to a social media account, but that is something that you could do. I can download it as a PNG, and I want you to notice that the things here are on the paid version, but we can absolutely download what we have and then click download, and it's ready to go on our computer. So as you see the things here, these are all editable. We can move them in and out. We can change this text. We can change this text and this text. This is layered on top of that circle, and that's how easy Canva is. The next free tool that we're going to move into is Google Analytics. This is where you're going to get your website traffic and your performance tracking. It helps you understand where the people are coming from when they find you. So we go into a quick tour of the dashboard to show visitor insights. So let's take a quick tour here, and we can see what's happening on the home, anybody that's on the last minute, where they're coming from. And all of that information is custom built to your platform, what you're doing, and how you can see that as a trend over time. The next free tool that I want to introduce you to is called answerthepublic.com. Now, this is something that is really fantastic for SEO and content because it shows the real questions that people are asking about your topic. So if you needed FAQs, if you wanted to create ads related to that particular topic, you put in a keyword or something related to a brand or an idea or something that people could ask a question about, preferably something that you're working on. And it populates this really neat circle about the answers. So these questions, I zoomed out so you could see a little bit more of the circle. And it says, which pizza is better, Papa John's or Domino's? What are Papa John's pizza sizes? How large are Papa John's pizza? How is Papa John's pizza? How large is it? How much is the cookie? What is Papa John's pizza? What are Papa John's pizza sizes? Where is Papa John's from? And this is probably near me. So it has 9 questions, 2 prepositions, 4 comparisons, 3 alphabetical. So if you were going to use this, there's a lot of things as you see on the top of the screen. But the important thing is that I show you what's happening with this. So we have keywords that are very important to people. And if you were Papa John's, for example, these things are going to be important that you start answering the questions and you start relaying what's happening on your social media, answering that on a page on your website. So typically what we see here related to this is in general, where are they? Brooklyn, Bridgeport, Athens, Albany, Greenville, Galveston. So if geographic is important to your audience, you're going to see all of those city names right there. So use that information to help you get in the directories. Throw something in the chat that you want to see. Let's go with Nike shoes. Now, this is a free account, and in this free account, I had to log in, and it is giving me a certain number of things that I can do per day with this particular service. So I signed into a free account on purpose so that way we could see the limitations and the restrictions of what's happening. There are 109 questions related to these shoes. So what you're doing here, and you can see the comparison between Papa John's and what size are their pizza versus what's happening over here in these search volumes. Why, who, which, where, what, how, can, and are the words that are showing up and populating for us. Let's zoom back in. I want you guys to be able to see what's happening. Are Nike shoes true to size? Can Nike shoes be returned? How much are Nike shoes in the Philippines? Why are they so expensive? Which ones are banned? These are all very important pieces for you doing your research to be able to create your next viral video, to answer the questions that people have. And as you begin to go down, we start to see things like Nike shoes and apparel, Jordans, clothes, socks, shirts. And so what are people looking for when it's talking about comparisons to this particular product? So the Nike shoe, comparing that to other Nike items or other competitor, that helps us in the free version. Now this one says versus, this one says and, how people are thinking when they're talking about our products and services. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So send something in the chat to let me know if there's something that you've used this before, or maybe we can go back and try it again if we catch this in time. And again, that helps you to plan for your SEO and for your content ideas. Okay, the next one that we're going to move into is Metricool. And in Metricool, you have the ability to create and post, scheduling out your content. And I wanted to go to the dashboard here to show you what is available to you and how it works. So when you begin to create content and have these planning things in place, then you can get a lot of information out of this. So first thing first, let's go to the pricing. There is a paid model, and most of these things that we're talking about that are free do have a paid model. But just to let you know that you can manage your particular brand on social media accounts with the exclusion of LinkedIn and Twitter here. You can have 50 pieces of content a month. You can analyze your competitors in your free account, which is absolutely amazing. So you can see what they're doing and what they're publishing and how you rank compared to them. And then there's an AI social media assistant in there as well. Plus you will have a history and data. So with that, let's go back to the homepage and talk about why it's great. So you have the ability to schedule posts. You can look at the analytics on those and then manage those social accounts in one place, with the exception of the two that we just noted. So you can connect the channels, upload it, and do your captions, and then see how well you're doing all in one place. So your analytics. Can get you information on the blog or your website, how well people are going to your site and where they're going, how they behave. All of the information can be found in there. You can connect to your social media account all in one place. You can have your channels like YouTube, for example, as well. If you want to, and you're running ads, you can check your ads and connect those in your Metricool account. Again, checking on the competitors. And you can see your Google business profile as well, especially we just talked about if you're a local shop and geography is very important to your audience. That's pretty nifty to be able to start looking at how that's growing and trending over time. So you can have the reports that look just like this and see how well it did over the last month, how many posts went out, how many people are following you, the impressions, all of that information is in there. Then on this dashboard here, we see interactions. So how many likes, tweets, clicks, all of the things that are happening over time. You see this in this chart that goes along by day. That's very important. Metricool, again, has the paid account, but this is something that you would want to look into with the free account. And if you're interested, here is a link directly to that. Okay. And now we are going to go on to ChatGPT. ChatGPT, if we're using this for social media, I am going to come into the free version. So I'm logged out because I want to show you what the free version can do. And we start with a prompt. I own a local Can you help me create prompts and include hashtags? Let's see, Columbus, Ohio. The better that you write the prompts, the more effective that result is going to be when it comes back to you. I would like to encourage in-store traffic from our existing customers. So for this week, we just want to target those people that are in this demographic nearby who have already been here. And then we just wait. So it says that can help you create your prompts, and it gives us a sequence, including the hashtags, and it gave us 5. So at the bottom, it says these posts are designed to resonate with your working audience, encourage social engagement, and bring in foot traffic. You can also experiment with different times of the day for engagement. Let me know if you need any changes or additional ideas. So the next thing that I want to do is ask it to help me come up with the image, a prompt for the image that I need to go along with the post. Okay, there's our prompt. It says a warm, inviting shot of the coffee shop in the morning. It should feature a steaming cup of coffee with natural sunlight coming through the window. Maybe there's some people working or others in the background. It should be cozy and energizing. And you'll see then that it ties this all together. So if I were using this to give it to a social media person or needed to take this document with me, or even give it to somebody else who needed to approve it, the next thing I would do is ask it to combine it. Okay. So now you'll see that those are combined. Then we can copy that, take it out and put it into a document somewhere, print it, and then we have a plan for our week. And so that's how easy that is. Again, that's the free version. That's the one that helps you to brainstorm. If you're doing things like emails, that'll work with your email headlines, create captions, and help you generate those ideas. If you have any other ideas, type that in the chat so that way we can see that below. But we're going to move on. The next free tool for you is Google Trends. And this helps you when you're creating content. It helps to show what topics are currently trending, and you can see historically how those keywords have done over time. So we want to search a trending keyword, analyze the data, and then let's see what your thoughts are on what we've got as well. So let's go with trending. What could be trending? Here's a good one. Here's one that we did recently. And I want to let you know that there are different intentions when we do search phrases. And you'll see down below here, it says search term, occupation, or career. I'm just going to go ahead and do search term. And our goal with this is to have it come up with the ones that are doing the best over time. So psychologist versus therapist versus counselor. And I'm going to change this from the past day to the past 5 years. The reason I want to do that is if I'm looking at trends over time and it's something that I want to see if there are any seasonal information or spikes over time, then we really need to see what's happening. So within the United States, you can see these are color coded. Blue goes to blue, red, and yellow. And you'll see that red has taken the top position in this search query over time. So what I'm going to do is, I know that the blue and the yellow are pretty much the same. So I'm going to remove those and I'm going to work with the one keyword that is the winner, essentially, and figure out other ways that I can use that. So I want to elaborate a little bit more and see what I can do with that phrase. And then just see the difference. That has actually gone to almost nothing. So I wouldn't use that necessarily in a keyword. How about if we compare this to therapy? Still not much going on. So we have our search term. Let's see if the topic has changed on the yellow. And you'll see that they are measured differently, and there is a pretty significant jump of something that has happened in the 22 September, October in the year 2022 to change the way this has happened over time. And I think that's a very significant point to make note of, because when people start to present, when there are new things out in the world, our terms and the phrases that we use change. And that's exactly what you can see here, that the topic has significantly increased versus a search term. The topic is related to something that we're looking for. All right. You can have up to 5 search queries at a time. And it's important to note that if this one is dominating everything, then I would probably want to zoom in and see how well the yellow and the red and the green are doing. So I'm just going to remove it, knowing that that's one of the top words in our search. Then we can zoom in a little bit better and see how these are doing over time. If we get rid of this one, then we can compare the yellow, which is now blue. It just kind of moves up the line. These are Google colors. And so couples therapy versus couples counseling. If that's what you do, it's going to be very important for you to know how to set up and phrase your keywords and your content and your hashtags if I'm looking for couples therapy versus couples counseling. So that's how you're going to use Google Trends. It's free. It's trends.google.com. And then you saw we put it in the first word, and then it opened us up. Then I want you to change your trending over hour, day, month, year, 5 years. So you can start to see how people are trending over time with that particular thing. If you go down, it shows you a difference between regions and how people are intent on using that in the, obviously the darker the red, the darker the color, the more intense, the lighter, the less intense. So you can just start to compare. If you wanted to use that for advertising purposes and you wanted to say, I do couples counseling, and you want to find something out there, you would find the most people are looking for it in these particular states. So couples counseling in Colorado. And then we would say, what other queries can we do? Virtual, that's an important one. And then some competition is out there as well. Same thing with this one up here. And the colors are exactly the same as well. So these are related. Sean and Erica, online couples therapy that takes insurance. That's a very important keyword phrase there. So that's a long tail keyword phrase that you would want to use. And then as you can see, there are 25. There's more as you begin to click through. All right, moving on. So let's look at Trello. Trello, if you have a team or if you need accountability and you want to set things as priorities, Trello is a project and content planning software, and it organizes your content calendars, your to-do lists, your marketing plans, and helps you to communicate across your team, as well as making sure that things continue moving in the right direction so they get finished. And I wanted to show you inside Trello. And inside Trello, we create a board. And what I used was the template. And the question I wanted to know was, what am I going to be working on in the template that Trello offered me in my free version? And I just clicked a simple project board. So this template came through with all of these things. Now, I want to let you know that in your free version, you're going to be limited on the number of things that you can do in there. There's workspaces and boards and team members, and these are all a part of the free version. So there's a lot that's happening. And if you want to change things and rearrange things, then you have all of that flexibility. In these cards here, there are little task things here. So for example, this one here, I can move it to done, and I just simply drag it. If I'm brainstorming something, I can move it to the brainstorming section. If I need to do this, I can drag it and drop it. So as you can see, these stack. You can rename these here. So let's say I wanted to, let's go with assigning this to somebody. So if I need to assign something to the social media manager, I'm done with it and I need that person to take over, then I just drop it in their column right here. So that's another way that you can work through boards and these cards to travel through this. You can put it in terms of sequence, brainstorming to doing done, or you could put it in projects. So this could be a project. And if I wanted this to be project number 1, what do I need to do on this? I just simply click in there. I'm going to create a title. And when I click on it again, it opens up this brand new window here. And I can start writing things in here. So we would write our descriptions, our brainstorming session notes. Then we have activities down here. So I'm a member of this board. I'm the only member of this one because I just created it right before this video. And in here, I would start assigning it or taking notes on this. If I needed to watch it, I could watch this because I may delegate that to somebody else on the team. And anytime that there's any actions and the activities are happening, it's going to let me know. So I'm going to save our note. I can invite people. I can make labels. The labels are green, yellow, red, blue, and then we give them a title. So this could potentially be called done because it's green. If I needed to track this and move it on to somebody else, I would be able to do that as well. There's a lot of flexibility in here. I think it's a really great tool, and I want you to at least play around with it. At first, it may be overwhelming, but you can really simplify this down so that way it just tracks the important things. And then when you're ready to bring on your other team members or assign things to other people, you can invite them in here. And again, that's still part of the free plan. So it's a beautiful tool to help you stay on top of things, to assign topics and tasks, and have them come back to you when they're done. They can just @ you. So you would notify somebody @Terry, and then Terry's going to get a notice that this is in here waiting. Then I click save. I would tell her what she needed to do. It's me. But in that case, then I would say, let's do that again. @Terry. And then I would put my initials in there, and then I would say the date, and then hit save. And now it has the activity tracker to let me know that this particular project, number 1, is done, needs your approval, and then we're going to tag team it back and forth so that way nobody gets lost in the shuffle and there isn't anything that's not getting done. If you've ever run into a time where you've had a project that didn't get completed, then you're going to understand how valuable Trello is. So we've covered some free marketing tools today: Canva, Google, Answer the Public, and I hope that you get confident enough to go out and try them. I want to know how you feel about them. If there's any that you didn't know, let me know in the comments below. Anything that you have, drop those free tools in the comments. We want to share and tell other people about it. And if you want some other free resources, we have them. Just send me a message, a DM, and let me know that you're interested. And if this was helpful, don't forget to like the video and turn on notifications for more marketing tips. And I will see you in the next training.